Hey guys, this is your host Scooby, and welcome to the Toon Balloon podcast, our outlet to discuss, theorize, and enjoy our favorite webtoons with the occasional anime and manga sprinkled in between. If you listen to one of my recent episodes, episode 17, I had a close friend of mine join me on the podcast to discuss the Remarried Empress. So, to continue this trend, I am inviting my friend Naushin onto the podcast again so we can chat about episodes 81 and 82 of The Remarried Empress. We'll have discussions over the aftermath of the divorce, the remarriage, and how Navier is handling everything. There will also be spoilers, so you have been warned. So, let's talk The Remarried Empress, episodes 81 and 82 by Alphatart and Sumpul. All right, everybody, let me introduce you to my friend Naushin to the podcast.
Hi, everyone. It's Naushin back again, ready to have some fun.
Yeah, we're
Get
feeling
my signs again.
Yes, we are feeling feisty today.
Yes, definitely. Like the latest chapters have me heated. Like I'm ready. I'm ready to go off.
Exactly. I mean, first thoughts on episode 81. You go first.
Okay, so episode 81 was literally divorce happens and then Navier is like back in her room, right? And they're like, I'm just at that moment, I see her sitting there and she's like smiling, but like she has like this sad look in her eyes. But I feel so happy for her. Like she's finally like free. And then her ladies in waiting, oh my god, I love them. I so love them. They're the sweetest. She's like ready to leave everything behind to go with her to the what was the Western
Kingdom? The Western Kingdom.
Yeah, the Western Kingdom. I had to think about that for a second, but I loved that.
Mm-hmm.
There's this part. I'm like thinking. I think that's chapter 82. But yeah, I loved that. And what's the thing? Oh my gosh, no. Rashta, that chapter. Oh my goodness, no. I was speechless. When I read that, I was gone. I was like, no, what is this? Like the audacity.
Oh
I'm shaking. Like if you guys could see me right now, I'm shaking.
I'm sweating
so
right now.
I'm sweating right now. I can't breathe. It was so bad. But yeah, the way. Okay, first of all, the Emperor had no right to be that mad at Navier for asking permission to get remarried. Like he was livid and he had no right to be. If anything, she should have been that mad. And I just love how like together and confident she is, and like she just the way she carries herself. I think we mentioned this a lot last time too, and I just love that about her. The way I cannot stand the Emperor, man. He was being so petty and so rude for what? And then Rashta comes in and she's just like, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you that she was cheating. Cheating? What you mean? What right do you have to say that? Like, she really thinks she's that.
It's a whole ordeal, and I agree so much. I think it's just like a floor of emotions for me. When I first read this chapter, I was like, oh yes, she's finally with Henry, she's with the fam. Oh, the ladies in waiting are killing it. You know, they're gonna go and live with her. And then Rashta just completely ruined my mood. I was like, Rashta,
right? I was like excited, ready to see the future, to see the growth, and then we see I said trash though, but anyways, Rashta. I was reading comments and they all call her Trashta, and I'm just like,
exactly.
It's in my head and I cannot say anything else. But anyways, so like that part when she gets all teary and starts crying and says like, I'm sorry, I should have told you sooner if I had known. What do you mean? What do you mean? She's so clever and sneaky. I cannot, like, bro.
She is such a snake.
She's just one of a kind. She is such a snake. Like that is literally it. Like I'm just so angry that I have nothing to say.
I know. I think it's just pure. It's pure audacity. Like when I wrote the Google Doc to you, audacity.
Yeah, you have it all capitalized. I'm like looking at it right now. Your thoughts on the audacity. That's literally how I feel. It's like all caps. Like the audacity she has. I cannot with her. Like I tried so hard to sympathize with this girl. I'm like, you know, right now you're getting what you want. You got the emperor, and you're still gonna be this conniving, sneaky, whatever you want to be, like the snake. Like seriously, bro. Like
oh my gosh,
I want to say so many things that I cannot say. But like yeah, like she totally killed my mood, and I'm just like she threw a fit basically when the emperor told her that her kids wouldn't ever be able to be like part of the royal family. Mm-hmm. She literally threw a fit. So what right does she have calling Navier power hungry? She said that, right? In the chapter, she calls her like power hungry. Like she's like, I didn't think she would be like this.
Yeah,
attached
she called
or whatever
like a cool
to like
woman
the title or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'm just like, you have no right to say any of that. Like, who do you think you are? First of all, you come in, steal her man, and I'm pretty sure you had a relationship with the emperor before you were even formally a mistress. So you have no right to say anything. And he indulges in that, and I hate that. I cannot stand him.
He
I hate her,
it.
but I can't. Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. And I cannot with him. Like he's such a child. Like I don't know how this man ever became emperor. Like you need to take control of your feelings. This is not how you should be acting. And it gets worse in the next chapter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I know. Like I don't even think the citizens know how childish this man can be. Like, yeah, they're probably gonna find out at some point.
Yeah, I feel like once everything moves along and we're further into the story, Navier leaves, and she becomes queen and stuff. I feel like they're really gonna see a more childish, petty, like emotional side to him. Maybe not. I don't know, but I feel like they will be, because I feel like he won't be the same with Rashta by his side. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like Navier like really holds down the fort. I feel like she carries herself so well. She completes her duties. She does everything that she needs to do for her kingdom because she truly cares. And I feel like yes, he might care, but I feel like he cares more about himself than anything else.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's his ego, definitely his ego. I feel like the citizens will see that side of them soon.
Yeah.
I kind of hope they see that too.
They're going to see the pathetic emperor for sure. We mentioned definitely. The ladies in waiting, and I know we said they're amazing. And I was so happy to hear that they were going to go and follow her over there, because I was like, oh, thank God, she's got her posse.
Exactly.
Because I was worried she wasn't going to have that support system that has been there.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, definitely moving to a whole different like kingdom or empire, like whole new people. Like people are gonna look at you differently. Like they're gonna think like, oh, but you left your country real quick for what? Like how? Like I definitely can see that being a problem for them in the future. But I'm so happy that she's gonna have her ladies in waiting. I mean, I kind of already knew this because of the whole.
I think it was really cool. Yeah, it was cool of them to go with her, especially since her parents can't go.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that was Hydri with her parents. That's gonna be interesting to see. Like, I'm excited. He's such a cute, like, I don't know, bubbly character and so friendly and outgoing. I feel like that's gonna throw everyone off. Like definitely with Kosair, like he was like, what's wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
And I feel like the parents are gonna be like the same. Okay, I totally changed topics, but yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. It was part of the questions too. We mentioned her parents, and like I'm so glad that he's working so hard to build a healthy relationship with them, because that is so admirable.
I love that. Like I cannot wait to see their relationship grow, and I cannot wait mostly for her feelings to like develop and change. towards him, because right now she's just hurt about the emperor, and I don't think she genuinely has like any kind of romantic feelings for Henry, but definitely like feelings of, I don't know, being comfortable around him and like friendship. I can see that to some degree, but even that, I feel like she's a little bit more on like the reserved side.
Yeah.
So I cannot wait to see the
Yes.
growth in the relationship. Like, I'm excited.
I love the thought that she's gonna be able to be more open about her emotions, because he's so welcoming and comfortable about it. He's not gonna shame her about the way she feels. I'm like, some
Exactly.
emperor.
Exactly. Let's not talk about him. But yeah, I love the way like she's always just been comfortable around him. She doesn't really hide her emotions, and we've always seen her just be like super like just herself around him, and I love that for her, because the difference is between the emperor and Henry is like night and day. Like, it's insane like how she is with them. Like, she's prideful and stuff, and like calm and collected, and keeps her emotions well hidden, and seems like a cocky, like overconfident type of person near the emperor. But like I feel like he just brings that out of people. Like, he's just so petty and rude and not understanding of her feelings. So like, why would she be comfortable showing them to him, especially after being treated the way she was? So like, I cannot. Like, I feel so bad for our girl Navier. Man, she does not deserve that.
I could tell she's still kind of mourning and grieving the divorce and everything, because she did get remarried, and she get a happy end out of it. But at the same time, it's like, it's okay for her to mourn that divorce, because it was with somebody she'd known for her whole life.
Yeah, they literally grew up together, and like, I just hope, like, I mean, I know Henry's gonna be okay with it, but I just hope he doesn't, like, it doesn't hurt his feelings too much, because I feel like he also has to like understand that, you know, she literally grew up with this man. She loved him at some point in her life, or they did love each other at some point, I would say, before, you know, whatever changes came upon him. I don't know what the heck went through his head. He's like, nah, I'm gonna leave my cool woman behind for this weird snake over here. Yeah, basically. Oh man, why he like that though?
I don't know. I have some speculation, just like a thought of why, like what turned, and I kind of feel like it might be because they weren't able to have a baby for a good while. Because for a good while, I think they were trying, and I think that can be like a big strain on the relationship. And he probably was like, because the whole point of Rashta, I think, was just to be an incubator. And
I mean, yeah. If you're thinking about this logically, I totally get that. But like, even if she was meant for an incubator, like, I personally feel like as the emperor and empress, there should be some sort of communication. Like, hey, we can't have kids, so let me get this incubator, you know, like the concubine or whatever. So we can at least have a child. But there was no communication. She just shows up one day, calls Navier her sister, and just like acts like she owns the place. Like, that's not okay. And he was definitely infatuated with her to even do that all of a sudden. It's not like it was a planned thing. So even if there's like speculation about this, I get that, but it's still not okay for him to just throw her aside like that, and like not even think about her feelings and what she might be going through. Like, at least talk to her about it. Like, oh, and the whole like not having children thing, like the whole thing that happened when they were kids, with the cookies with like whatever it was for like to I can't think of the words right now, for to affect their like fertility. That's the word. So like, tell her the truth. She deserves to know. Like, if that's the reason, I feel like maybe he feels guilty. But if he genuinely feels guilty, I think he should just apologize and tell her the truth.
I don't know what happened though, because he just kind of lacks all communication skills, like social skills that are kind of important in relationships, and was just not fundamental to him. So I'm just so curious what led to that rift, because I think that is something that I would like to dive into and see more.
Oh yeah, I definitely would love to see that in the webtoon. I hope I hope the author like touches on that. That would be really interesting to I cannot speak. Interesting to see like what led them to where they are today, like they don't care for each other as at all, basically, or so it seems. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they do care for each other, but not like enough.
Yeah.
It's not love. It's definitely not love anymore. I feel like it's just out of obligation and being like used to each other too.
Convenience. There's a lot of convenience to it.
Yeah, literally the marriage of convenience.
Yes.
That's what it was to begin with. Convenience, and like they're just so used to being like beside each other. They don't really know anything else. That's literally what they were. They literally were born and grew up into that. Like they were thrown together. So I get that. That maybe they actually generally don't like each other. Maybe that's what they are going through. Like they understood their own feelings, maybe. But regardless, they were friends, and they should have at least communicated.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Navier is perfect, but she kind of is, you know.
Yeah. She's a little too perfect, really.
Exactly.
And we always
I wish there was like, yeah, true. I wish there was a lot more communication between them to see where the problems began. But he is not capable of that. He does not have the brain cells. He does not have the capability to do that.
One. Yeah, he shares one brain cell with Rashta.
Yeah. Oh no, I feel she's smarter than him, to be honest. The way she is making him.
Yeah.
She's literally, that's the word, cunning. She's so cunning. Yes, that is the perfect word to describe her. I hate her.
Because like she's got that manipulation in her. She knows how to work that for sure. And I think she kind of needed
and
to.
Those crocodile tears. I mean, I get that. Like I really wanted to feel pity for her, but I just can't anymore. I just wanted to jump into the webtoon and punch her in the face. Like, she really trying me today. Like, what is she doing with those tears and acting like she's a saint? Like, girl, stay in your lane.
Exactly. I just can't with her sometimes. I'm like, nah, not today, Rashta. Nope.
No, not ever, actually. Not just today, just not ever. I hope there's growth. I really hope there is, but I don't think there will be. I think this will be a thing throughout the webtoon. I will just hate on her constantly. Like, I think that's just the way it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Every time we talk about this, it's just gonna be us hating on Rashta and
the blood pressure going up.
Yeah, basically. That's what it's gonna be like every single time, I swear. Like,
where's my watch? Because I got one that like monitors my blood pressure.
Let me put my Apple Watch on to see if my heart rate goes up. It's probably already up. Let me get some water. Let me calm myself down.
Yeah. Okay, I remember one other question I had. So what do you think of the current reception of the divorce / remarriage with the citizens? Because we did get a little bit of that in the episode.
Oh yeah. So we saw a little bit of like the citizens and their opinions. I liked seeing that a lot. Honestly, I feel like in the long run, people are gonna be okay with it, especially if like in the near future we do see how like petty and like immature the emperor is, and if the citizens get to see what's really going on in the royal family and in that like castle and stuff, they're gonna be like, wait, she kind of did the right thing. Like, she's good. And like, honestly, I think there was this one scene a woman was saying, you know, if he can get remarried, why can't she? So I definitely agree with her there. Like, it's definitely going to be 50-50 with this with the citizens. I think we already saw that in the chapter. So, but I just really hope that people will respect her decision, because I think in the later in the chapter we saw like the citizens wanted to like hold their carriages or whatever and not let them leave. And I'm just like, I really hope they don't do that, because I feel like she's gonna feel guilty, Navier. I think she's gonna feel really guilty like leaving her kingdom. But honestly, she needs to do what she needs to do to survive in the world that they are in. And it's like, honestly, it's a cruel world. A woman has no power. She can't even like fight against a divorce. Like, bro, what is that? I mean, honestly, she doesn't need to fight for that divorce anyways. No. But but like she doesn't even have the power to do it, even if she wanted to, which I hated. But
yeah. Like, she
Ridiculous.
couldn't even file for a divorce if she wanted to.
Oh
like,
yeah,
if
like
it was,
that's also messed up.
yeah, like
She
if
just
she
had to
wasn't
live
happy,
her
she
whole
can't do
life.
anything about it.
Exactly. Like, what in the world? Like, you're telling me he can bring in a mistress, and if he didn't want to divorce her, he just wanted to be like that for the rest of their life. She would just be chilling. That's so not cool. Like, she should be able to bring in a lover too.
Yeah.
But he has a problem with that too. He's like, what, the guys in our empire or our kingdom aren't good enough for you? Like, he had the audacity to say that to her. Like, bro, what is your problem?
I think he touches on that again in like chapter 82, which I think we can dive into a little bit later, but for sure.
Oh yeah,
he's just like so fragile when it comes to like
very, very fragile. Like his ego is hurt way too easily. He's just I'm seriously confused how this man actually became emperor. Like, I question myself every single time I read. I'm like, are you really an emperor, or are you just a child? Like, what is your problem?
I think I don't know which chapter it was, because I feel like it's in the back of my head, or it was some other webtoon. I remember there was something about like he kind of was like a last resort choice because he did have a brother or something. Or
wait,
I feel like there was a relative.
Who are you talking about?
Soviet shoe.
Wait, Heinrich?
No,
wait, did he? Wait,
no.
I don't know this.
No, Soviet shoe. Because yeah, I think like he was like a last resort choice because the other person that was
for
an
Navier
option
or for emperor.
For emperor. Yeah.
Oh, I might have missed that, or it's been long.
Yeah, I don't know which chapter it was.
Maybe
I might have to look at it again later, but I know.
Yeah, I would have to look at that.
It was a while back, and I think it was like someone else was even a worse choice to become emperor. So they went with Soviet shoe, and then they had.
Dang, we have someone worse than him.
I know.
Man, anyways,
I think.
Nah, I don't think I can take this.
No,
he already makes my blood pressure go up. And you tell me there's someone worse? Imagine if we see that character too. Oh my god. Just thinking about it is frustrating.
Yeah, I feel like that's foreshadowing for the future. We're gonna see someone even more awful than Sophia Shu.
I really hope not. I really, really hope not. I cannot take it. I mean, I'm like thinking to the novel. I don't think, like, this is not a spoiler, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone like that as of yet anyways. I'm not like caught up, so I couldn't say anything anyways. So yeah, that's not really a spoiler, so we good.
I just don't remember what chapter it was where I saw that. Like, they mentioned a little bit of his past, not too much.
It was probably like, earlier on then, because like I don't remember this that well.
Yeah,
it might be true. But then again, I read like other webtoons, and sometimes I get them all like
what if it's another webtoon? I'm just getting confused.
Wait, what if it is though?
Like, and the people listening to the podcast need to investigate for me,
like,
I'm brainless.
Yeah, honestly, same. Like, if it is a different webtoon, let me know. Let me read that one too.
Yeah, so I was like, who's worse than Soviet Shoe? We're gonna
like, you can't tell me there's someone worse than him. There ain't no way.
I know. You know what we should do one day? We need to do like a top 15 worst male characters.
Like a list. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes.
Just trash them all. Like Soviet Shoe.
Honestly.
I don't know anybody else that could land down there.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm just thinking about all the webtoons I've read, and I don't think I hate anyone as passionately as I hate Soviet Shoe. Like, I honestly don't think there's any other male character that I hate. Like, I've read other webtoons, and they might like bother me sometimes.
Yeah.
But like, they're so much better. Like, they're actual like good people, and then there's Soviet Shoe and trash stuff. Yes. Like, they just on a list of their own. I can't even put them on a list of top 15 like worst characters. They need their own list. They a different breed.
Yeah, exactly. A whole different evolution.
Exactly.
Right there.
Like, they don't even deserve to be on that top 15 hated list because they're so bad. Like, nah, girl.
I don't know if it's just with webtoons in general, but I find like a lot of like female characters can be quite spiteful in a lot of these. Yeah. I think I could think of one more on a webtoon. You haven't read it yet, Lore Olympus.
I don't know. I have not. I have to read that. I was like literally looking at that last night. Let me read that. I was like literally on the web snap last night. I'm like, is there something for me to read? I want to read something new, but then I ended up falling asleep.
There's a guy in there. He'll make it in there.
Okay, so let me start reading that real quick later, and then
Yeah,
we can trash talk him then.
exactly. But say it was like women. I noticed there's a lot of like female characters that can be quite spiteful because there's
Oh
I
yeah,
Love You,
definitely.
and I think it's that one mom. Man, what's her name? I don't even want to think about her name because I can't stand that woman in that book.
Wait, which book is it?
I Love You.
Oh,
It's the webtoon.
oh,
Do you know?
what's his name?
uh,
No, I know who you're talking about. The mom. This
yes.
Ah, no, I hate her with a burning passion. Her bald freaking self
Yes.
wearing a
Oh,
wig. Oh
you
my
know what?
god.
We're gonna have to do both.
Yes. Oh my goodness. No, I hate her. She's so manipulative, bro. And we are in a whole different webtoon now.
I'm just gonna like feature it one day. We're gonna have a special
Yeah.
one. Co-ed,
Okay, just
most
for her.
hated.
No, for real, because I cannot stand that woman. She's insane.
It's I just cannot.
Oh no. Her and Sylvia Shu, I hate them both.
She
Both
could
of them
honestly
probably
be his mom.
enough.
If this was like an alternate universe,
Wait. But they could.
they
They
could. Oh
kind of
my
look
god.
alike. They kind of look alike. When she
Oh my
got her
god, you're
wig off.
right.
Especially without her wig, she kind of looked like him too.
Yes, there it is. It's right there. It's
She would
alternate.
love Rasta with her manipulative self as well.
Yes.
They would be friends.
They would
They
be.
would be good friends.
They would be. She would be like her chess piece in this whole thing.
Yep, definitely. Oh my goodness, I cannot. We are all over the place, but
yes, we are.
these hated people, they really make me feel things.
Yeah, I don't know how much we covered in 81. Did we cover most of it?
I think we did. Like, I think we covered all the questions that we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, because
yeah,
I know it wasn't too long. Like was a straightforward chapter, I think.
Yeah, it was a very straightforward chapter. There wasn't like a lot of like details that like stuck out other than like Rosh just telling the Emperor that Navier was cheating on him. That made me so mad. I think we already talked about that, but that made me so mad. Like, that was the point in the webtoon that I just like stared at my phone and I was just like, you got me messed up because this is not happening right now. If I could just jump in right now,
yes,
I would punch you so hard because this is not cool, my friend. You are trashing the Empress right now, like, especially when she literally did nothing. Cheating.
She was defamating her. That's what she was doing.
Exactly. If anything, he was cheating. What in the world? Cheating. And then the look he gave her, like the way he like that side glare, that oh my goodness,
he's starting to look sick in the head, like just with how
he is.
We're gonna see his villain arc. Well, he's already a villain in his own way, but we're just gonna see
we're gonna see him go rogue one of these days, and he's gonna, be.
I was like, you know what? That might be more interesting what he's doing now.
Right? Wait, what if he does go rogue and becomes Sasuke? That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, there you go.
Now we're bringing Naruto into this.
He joins the Akatsuki.
Oh gosh, dude, I have a phone case of the Akatsuki and it's so pretty. But yeah, that's besides the point.
You show me later. I gotta see it later.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so you know what?
I think we touched on
if we covered
81.
through 81, because I'm sure this chapter was all us just hating on trash stuff. I think the next one will be purely Soviet Shu, just purely all of it.
Yes.
So you know what we'll do? Definitely. We'll just take a short break and then we'll jump into 82.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
All right, let's
Wait, what are we
start.
talking about in this one again? That kind of scared me.
Yeah, sorry, I scared
We're
so
all good.
yes,
We're all good.
chapter 82. Let's get into it. So you know what
All
happens
right.
first? He's locking
Okay.
her up.
So yeah, okay. I just want to say, I have never seen a man so petty. So issue divorce that you called quits on this relationship, and now you're gonna bar her up like some kind of zoo animal. Like, what is your problem, my dude? The way they tried to leave, and he just marches up. You seduced her, didn't you? I lost it at that. I'm like, how in the world are you gonna blame Heinrich for seducing? Okay, and the way he says, he doesn't even say you seduced her. You seduced a married woman. You seduced my wife. What wife are you talking about? Because you don't have one. You are divorced, my man.
He
Or do you not remember
has
that?
so much audacity. That's what he's got. And a fragile ego. I'm like, I
Yeah.
cannot believe how possessive he is of Navier when he's just throwing her around.
Exactly. And he just expects her to be like this really hot, cool, powerful woman, just single and chilling, waiting around for him to call her back like she's some kind of lost puppy.
Yeah.
No, I think not. Like, and I loved the part when he said that, and then she's all like, I'm the one who proposed to him. I proposed this marriage, not him. And then the look he gave her, I was like, dude, first of all, when I first read it, I did not expect her to say that at all. I just, thought it would be like back and forth between Heinrich and Sophie issue. And then she's like, okay, honestly, I didn't expect that completely either. I definitely knew she was going to have something to say about it, but I didn't think she would just be outright and be like, I proposed this marriage. And then when she said that, I was like, ooh, go off, girl. Yes. Tell him what he lost.
Rub that
and
salt.
Then I feel like, yeah, exactly. I felt like Heinrich got very happy in that moment, but then I felt bad because she's like, because he was all like, he's using you, right? And then she's like, we're both using each other. And I'm just like, dude, you probably shouldn't have said that. But I like though that like she like noticed that when she said that, she like looked at him and she noticed a sudden change in his mood, and she's like, was that a bit too harsh? Did I say this wrong? And then I liked like the little scene that we see her like giving him a little nudge, and then he's like all better. Like, I love that. Like, I feel like, I don't know, it was just a really pretty, beautiful, like touching kind of scene to me. I don't know why it was touching, but it just was. But like, I just see so much potential in their relationship, and I'm just so excited for the future. That's basically all the chapter got me excited for the future and their like relationship growth. Like, other than the first few like scenes when Felicia was throwing a tantrum, like other than that, I think it was a fun chapter for me to read. It was fun. I loved it.
Like in the very beginning, I definitely was feeling my blood pressure go up because I cannot tolerate this man's like tantrums anymore. And then this was like the foot of it, where he was just completely berating her and just embarrassing himself and her.
No. And I think he completely forgot that he was like outside in public. And then his advisor guy, he was just like, yo, calm down, the citizens are like literally here watching you. And he was just going like, yo, he literally looked like a person that was like crazy, like Delulu in the head. Like, he literally looked deranged. He was about to lose it all. He's off his meds. Like, he looked insane. Like, he was just gripping onto those bars, shaking his head, slobbering. Like, I don't know what he was doing, but he looked crazy.
Rabid animal.
Yes, that's exactly what he looked like. He looked like some rabid animal because he was not getting his way. Like some kind of like a toddler throwing a tantrum in the middle of the grocery store because he's not getting what he wants. Just like starts lying around, rolling around on the ground, screaming. That's literally what he was doing. And I'm just like, man, what are you doing with your life?
I don't know if maybe we might get a taste of it, but I have no idea if like Rashta even witnessed that. Like, is she gonna hear about this or something? Because she
I
didn't
don't
see
I don't
this,
yeah,
right?
she didn't see this. I don't remember her being in that chapter at all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
Yeah.
she sees how he's reacting.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't think he's gonna mention it to her like that, like unless she hears about it from someone else,
Yeah.
like maybe like the Duke.
Yeah.
What's his name? Duke LG LG
Yeah,
LM.
that one guy. What's his name?
That one guy, Heinrich's friend, the
Yeah.
Duke.
Urgy?
RG, that's what
Urgy.
it was, right?
Okay. Yeah, Urgy.
ERGY, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
Urgy, something. I don't
Yeah.
know, maybe like, because he's kind of like, I don't know, sly too and cunning, and he
Yes.
just like, he loves a good show type of vibe. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like maybe if he like saw it, he'll like tell her, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, I don't know if she'll hear about it. If she does, she's gonna be like super
Oh yeah.
butthurt about it. She's gonna be like, why is he doing this? Like, he loves
Yes.
me. He's
Because
mine.
she could be just as petty.
Oh yeah, she definitely is. They
Yeah.
both are, and honestly, they suit each other so well.
Yeah.
I
I
hate
was
them both.
just when he was throwing that tantrum, I was like, oh good God. And then when she owns it and kills it, she's like, well, I proposed to him and we're using
Exactly.
each
I felt
other.
that.
And I definitely felt some hurt because I can tell
Oh
Henry
yeah,
was
yeah.
like,
He was like, well, I'm not using you. Oh, that scene later when he's like, okay, like
yes.
the next day they're like locked up and they're just vibing,
Mm-hmm.
at the window. And he's like, I wanted to talk to you about yesterday, but then he like doesn't want to anymore. I love that she's just like, just tell me it's okay, like be comfortable kind of like
Mm-hmm.
situation. I love how like they're able to do that. Like I feel like she wasn't able to do that with Soviet Chu, and I
Yes.
feel like that's why this relationship is going to be completely different for her, and she's going to notice these changes, and
Mm-hmm.
she's not going to know how to react. And okay,
Yes.
like my main point was like I loved the scene where he like asked her like about like what she said, and then he's like, it's
Mm-hmm.
not because I'm using you, it's because like I sincerely like
Yes.
like you. And so I'm just like, that was so freaking cute, and he was just
Mm-hmm.
glowing, and she was just like, wait, what? Like, I don't know, I love that. That was so
It was like
adorable.
getting butterflies, like third
Yeah,
degree butterflies.
literally third degree. That is exactly the
It was
thing.
so stinking cute because we don't get her to get like scenes like that because she's always getting berated
Exactly.
by her supposed husband and
Oh
her
my gosh,
ex-husband.
X now, thank
Yeah.
God.
And it's so
Oh,
sweet to see her get that affection and
mhm.
communicate properly with an adult for
Exactly.
once.
There's so much more communication between them, and I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the fact that like Heinrich's just there, like he's like trying to get to know her parents, and like actually acting like a normal person who like gets married and like interacts with family, not just like some emperor who married out of convenience. Like it just feels more real, I guess. Like it doesn't seem like he's like some king of a distant like kingdom or whatever. Like he's a real person. He loves her, wants to know her parents, and I feel like the parents kind of thrown off. They're like, we never got this with Soviet Chu. Like, what is he doing? Is he
Mm-hmm.
acting? Like,
Yeah.
is this real? Like, I don't know. They're like very
Mm-hmm.
like he's kind of sus.
Yeah.
So
Because
that,
I think they will warm up to him, but I can
oh yeah,
definitely
yeah, definitely,
see the because like they didn't get that from him. I don't think we even saw
exactly.
Soviet Shoe even like mention her family because like
I
his
don't think they even interact. I know that like at the end of the beginning of the chapter, they
mm-hmm.
mention that the parents want an audience with Sophie Issue, but he outright refuses. I'm like, you act all high and mighty, and call Navier your wife. She's yours, but then the disrespect to her family, like they're your supposed in-laws. But he doesn't even refer to them like that at all. Like it doesn't seem like their family, but like Heine just feels so like he's just so friendly and like he's like trying, and I feel like people think that he's like scheming or
Yeah.
something with the attitude, but at the same time, just like I just really genuinely hope that it's not that, and I genuinely
Mm-hmm.
don't think it is, and
Yeah.
I hope that people or her parents will just like
Yeah.
come to terms with and just like accept
Mm-hmm. Yes,
him
like
and
kind of
her.
how Cosair did. He was like, you know what?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's pretty chill.
yeah, exactly. I
And
love Corsair for that.
yeah, and I think his like the supposed relationship between Sylvia Shu and Navier's parents, I think could be kind of I don't know how to like hint at the idea. Like when he was a Corsair, they did not have like a healthy relationship. Soviet and
Oh
Corsair, they
yeah,
did
like
not
they
like
weren't
each
friends at
other.
all.
No, so I was
Like
like, I
you would
don't
think
think, yeah,
like you would think like your wife's brother and you would like be somewhat civil to each other, but they were not civil to each other at all. I mean, to be honest, though, she deserved the hate that he got from Corsair, but like Corsair doesn't deserve the hate. Like to be honest, we saw him be this wild, crazy man, but honestly, he did it for his sister. And then we see him being like more calm and collected with Heinrich, and I'm just like, he's not some barbarian. Like I think that I think that we should literally bring the worst out of people.
yeah, yes.
Like he's
Oh
just
my gosh.
so petty and like the way he treats people, like he's just better than them. Like
yeah,
I get why Corsair was that. I mean, yeah, he was definitely very extreme, but I respect that it was like all for his little sister, and it was cute, and I'm like I love that, and I love Corsair, and I really hope that Corsair and Henry also become friends,
yes.
like and
I
actually
think that'd
have
be
like a
cool.
healthy, good relationship. Like it'll
Yeah.
be really cool to see the dynamic between Heinrich, Corsair, and then Henry and Navier's parents. I feel like I hope we get to see that more in the future.
Yeah, because I would really like to see like a healthy relationship between the in-laws and him, because I mean we didn't get that with Soviet Shoe, and I think it's just something that Navier would really appreciate too, because family is really important to her. You could tell how she feels with them, and I think Heinrich's gonna do everything he can to make her feel comfortable and loved, and I think that's just a key way to connect with her. And they're so stinking cute. I love
Just
seeing.
respecting her and respecting and loving,
Yeah,
her family will. I love seeing that. Like,
yes,
I
and
just
like
need some more stuff.
it gives me the warm fuzzies. I feel
Yes,
happy.
literally. Dude, I feel so happy when I see them in one scene. Like the sun is shining, there's like golden flakes in the sky, their eyes are
Yes.
glowing. I'm just over here like fangirling over this scene. It's so pretty, and it just gives me literally the warm fuzz. Like just like you said, like it just makes me feel so happy inside and like warm and just like I'm literally like just like oh the whole time. Like it's so cute. And it's not like they have like that deep emotional romantic feelings yet, but it's still just so like comfortable to see them together, and I don't feel that way when I see her and Sophie issue. Like it literally makes me so mad to see
I
him.
think it's just always such a breath of fresh air when we get Heinrich.
Exactly. Yeah. That's literally how like it's really interesting to see like a ruler of an empire being the way he is, so friendly with people and like just socializing and not like thinking anything of it. Like he's just it's just very refreshing to see that. Like I feel like usually when people think about like an emperor or a king, they expect someone like Soviet Shoe. Like from the outside, he doesn't seem as bad, but like we know him differently, obviously. But like I feel like the citizens expect someone like that who looks powerful, is kind of like mysterious kind of vibe. I don't know, but like I personally love Heinrich's character, the glow around him, his like happy little smile, his outgoing bubbly, like I don't know, like everything about him. Like it's not like he's only cutesy all the time. He's also very much like on top of what he needs to do as well. Like he's got his everything put together. Like he knows what he's doing. He has his goals in mind, and he's working on that. But he's also like comfortable and free and living his life and doing what he wants to do as well. And I love that. It's like really refreshing to see that.
He's very kind. He's got a kind heart, and I think that's really what's gonna help him. I think help Navier like get her to be
open
respected,
up,
and get
and
respected by all of his civilians, because I think he is just so he makes people welcomed and everything. He's gonna have a good way of getting her to feel welcome too when she gets to that new kingdom.
And I feel like he'll definitely do that.
Yeah, he'll be key to that, but she of course will own it. She'll do what she needs
to
do.
Yeah, definitely. But I definitely feel like that she will be the queen that she is, but it's gonna take time.
Obviously. I know she's gonna be like, she's already kind of dealing with that from her own kingdom. I can't even imagine how it is over there, but I could tell like all their kingdoms have different cultural values, because like Duke Kaufman, he mentioned how like when he found out that they do mistresses here and everything, it's like, that ain't how it
Yeah.
works where I come from.
Yeah, and they're like, haha, the king and queen in my country, they actually like each other and they
Yes.
love each other, whatever, and they're in a healthy, normal relationship like people should be. There ain't no third wheel in this. What you mean?
Like, I'm curious, is that like, I don't think Heinrich's really touched on that. Like, she mentioned you can get a mistress, but did she even ask, like, is this customary where you come from?
I don't think for his country, I don't think it's like it's not like weird to have a mistress. I feel like that's common because I feel like their kingdoms are pretty like close together. I feel like they'll have similar customs with the mistress thing. But I personally feel like Heinrich wouldn't do that just because he's actually like he actually genuinely likes him. Like I would even say loves her. He does have those romantic feelings for her, and I personally don't think he would do that. And like he genuinely seemed hurt when she said the whole thing about having a mistress. Like he's like, does she think that everyone's gonna do that? Like,
yeah, he's like, I'm devoted.
That's
to
not
you.
how it rolls. Yeah, he's like, I feel like she's definitely traumatized, and she's gonna need time to like be her true self and comfortable. And I feel like Heinrich will definitely help her be who she's supposed to be.
She's gonna glow. She's gonna glow.
Exactly. And I'm here for it. I'm excited to see that. Like she's like this dark, cold person in the Eastern Empire Kingdom or whatever with Soviet Shoe, but that's because he literally makes her like that. Like
he's like
she doesn't have
he's like
he
a
like
rotten
brings out the
tomato.
negativity. Yeah, exactly. Like when you have one rotten tomatoes, everything around that will rot too. Like it's literally that. Like he attracts those people too. Because like Rashta, she ain't a pure soul either. She's just like him.
Yeah. It's just like, I think that I always think of him as like that. He's just a rotten tomato, gets in the box, and then all of them they're spoiling too, and we're just like, oh no, we gotta throw the whole box out.
Yeah. Like environment, I feel like in general, like in reality too, environment plays such a key role in like how a person behaves and like it just is like and their emotions. So like Navier is in such a negative environment all the time in a stressful place. So like I can see why she is the way she is around him. Like why does he expect anything different? Like you're the reason why she's like this. Like nobody's perfect, but literally you are literally like you don't have one good thing about you. Like I there's nothing that I can say about you.
Yeah, exactly. He just doesn't let her breathe, I think is a good way to put it.
Yeah, he literally suffocates her and makes her be like this. Like and that's why it's so nice to see her with Heinrich because she's such a different person with him. Like we haven't seen obviously like them being a couple for like long, but like their little scenes together, she's so different and like lighthearted and just like comfortable, and I love seeing that for her. And I'm just so excited to see that and like right now, the growth in that.
Yeah, right now they're friends, but I think it's nice that she just has a friend at the moment too. It's like,
exactly. Like I feel like exactly like eventually it might get to the romance, but I feel like more than anything, she needs a friend, and he's definitely there for her. And I love that he's not like pushing her, and he never like forced her into anything either. He just let her know that he has feelings for her or whatever, and he's just like okay with it.
Yeah,
like he didn't want to force himself on her. And I love that.
Yeah,
I feel like there was something else I was going to say, but I forgot.
Let me
Heinrich is just on my mind.
Heinrich is what makes this episode great in the end, because we start off with this gross man just so shoe, and then we end up with this really nice piece of treasure.
Exactly.
And that's
he's literally a gem. Like he's such a sweetheart, and I love that. Like he's the cutest. He is literally gold. Like he is the standard of what you should have in like a significant other.
Yes.
Like that's just the way your significant other should be. Male or female, doesn't matter. Like that's just the personality.
Yeah.
The respect, the care, the trust.
Yes.
Sophie Shu has none of that. Yeah. How are you going?
Let's elbow him.
I'm still triggered about those letters that he's like, yeah, they're pen pals. He
Oh my
read those
God.
letters, did he not? He read those, right?
Yeah, he did. And he still acted like, oh no, it's sexual and stuff like this. I was
Like,
like,
dude, they literally did not talk about anything.
no, I think he was just so messed up in the head and super mega jealous.
Yeah, that too. But like, I'm still like triggered about the whole
Mhm.
Rashta thing from chapter
I know.
81. Like, she knows that they're pen pals, and like, he read the letters. Like, I don't know why he's so triggered by those words. Like, Navier was cheating on you for a long time. You read those letters. What were in those letters that made it seem like they're cheating? Can she not have a friend? Can she not talk to other people? That's not normal. That's a toxic
Yeah,
relationship.
that's just him being possessive and jealous. Because one thing he does mention in this episode too is like, you seduce a man, you leave me for a man. Why did it have to be that guy? Why did it have to be
Exactly.
Heinrich? And it's like,
Like, why not anyone else? He's younger than you. He's this,
yes.
that. He didn't he say he's like a player type
Yeah, exactly.
situation?
He's a
He
womanizer.
mentioned
You
that.
seduced
Oh yeah,
her.
yeah, womanizer. That's the word
Hmm.
he used. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, dude, womanizer. What right do you have calling him that?
Hmm.
At least
Hmm.
he's devoted to Navier. You are my man. You are the womanizer. You're
Yeah.
the one who had a wife and a mistress. Not
Yeah.
even a formal
Yeah.
mistress when you had your personal time with
Yeah.
her.
And like, I mean, he's just so like jealous. And then he's like, I wanted you though. And she's like, well, why did you divorce me? And it's like, he just went brain dead right there. Because,
He's just like, I don't know what he wants. Like, I feel
hmm.
like he's just so used to getting things the way he wants it, like,
Hmm.
and having everything he wants. He just doesn't want that to go. I feel like he feels like he's losing power or something. Like, maybe
Yeah.
he just feels more powerful having people under him, controlling them, making them do what he wants. And I
Hmm.
feel like he likes that. So,
Yeah. And I mean, with his jealousy of like Heinrich, which is someone who is far superior compared to him, he is just like that
yeah.
toxic masculinity is kicking in. Where his,
Ugh, I can't with him. He's
what is,
literally
yeah, he
so
is
messed
just
up.
toxic masculinity.
Yeah, he really is. He's just the definition of it. Like, he's the
Mhm.
reason.
Yeah.
Ugh, I just can't.
How do you add
I
things in the Urban Dictionary? Well, right, Sobieshu as an example.
literally, I think I've like sighed so many times already,
Hmm.
like in our conversation because of him. Like, he just makes me sigh out of like, I'm just speechless with his behaviors. Like, I
Yes.
cannot take his childishness anymore. Like, how are you so delulu, my man? What is wrong with you?
He's a turd. We'll go with that.
Exactly. Let's keep it
Okay, I
PG-13, guys.
remember. Yeah, something else was do you think Heinrich is scheming since he suspected this might happen? Because you know how he said we can stay for like 2 extra weeks, and we know
Uh-huh.
he's been like planning, and then he's like, we're gonna finally make a formal complaint to the Western
Uh-huh.
Kingdom and stuff. And I'm like, do you think he's been like planning
What do you mean,
ahead?
like ahead? When you say planning ahead, do you mean like planning for like the divorce
I
to
think more so
happen,
like he knew
or
he was
just
going to get
like,
remarried, but I think he might have been planning that they might try to keep him there. You know how like they
oh,
were,
okay, okay.
yeah.
So you're thinking that he had an idea that
Hmm.
like Soviet might trap them, is
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Hmm.
I don't know if that. I don't honestly. I didn't think that deeply into it. So I
Yeah.
personally didn't feel like he was scheming, but that can definitely be like
Yeah.
a situation because honestly, I feel like Henry's a lot smarter than he lets on, and more than we realize. And
Hmm.
he definitely has the potential to do something like that. Like, I can see him being like hella prepared for all that.
Hmm.
So yeah, I was all like when I read that, like when he's like they'll have a formal complaint ready. Like, I'm like, wait, how did you have this ready? It's been
Yeah.
only one day.
Hmm.
Like, you just got stuck in here. Like,
Yeah.
did you know what was gonna happen? Like, so yeah, I guess he kind of had
Hmm.
suspicions. Let's go with
Yeah.
that. I feel like he might have had suspicions and had a backup plan, and like told his advisors and his people like, hey, if I'm not back by this so and so
Hmm.
day, if I'm not back by tonight, then send in this because
Hmm.
that means we're in trouble. I definitely feel like there probably was some thought put into it because otherwise, how are you so prepared?
Yeah. Because I think when he kind of hinted at the idea, like, we kind of suspected this, so we're going to be sending in our official complaint. And I'm like thinking, were you thinking Soviet? Like, I don't know how well he knows Soviet Shoe, but I think he kind of has a hint of like, yeah, he's kind of possessive.
Yeah.
He's going to try to trap us.
Also, if you think about it, he doesn't really know Soviet Shoe personally like that, but he does know him through Navier to some degree. And he did call Duke Urgi to that kingdom to help him out and stuff. And we never actually did see them meet up. So I can only assume that the Duke is there to be his spy and to feed him information about Soviet Shoe. And if you think about it, it kind of makes sense because he's literally always with Rashta, probably trying to see, like, get information out of her. I mean, I don't think it's more information out of her, but like, he's just very close to Rashta, and he like sees how the Emperor reacts to that and stuff like that. I feel like he just like lets Henry know things.
Yeah.
So
I think he's really good at playing those mind games. He can detect it in a way, because that's how he messes with Rashta.
Oh yeah, definitely. And so I feel like Heine is probably also very like brilliant in that sense. Like, he definitely knows what he's doing. He just doesn't let it on. Like, we just don't see that side of him because he doesn't let that out yet. Maybe like we'll get to see more of that later down in the webtoon, and that would be kind of interesting to see, actually. Like, and then I feel like Navier will be really shocked to see like him acting like different. But I hope it doesn't like I hope it doesn't like end up in like in a negative form. I hope she's just like in awe, like, wow, he's so capable of nothing like Soviet, you know?
She's swooning.
I hope we get to see one day her swooning in the song. Like, wow, oh my goodness, Heinrich.
Watch him with his like like he uses like his war criminal, like not war criminal, like his just showing off the king energy. She's like, oh shoot, I'm feeling something.
Like, I think I'm catching them feels. I need to see that happen. That would be so cool and so funny.
I want to see how she falls for him. Honestly, I want to know when that moment kicks in.
I'm actually really happy that the webtoon doesn't move too fast. Like, at the speed of light, they're just in love. Like, ooh, I see you. You're pretty. Ooh, boom, in love. Like, I'm glad it's not like that. I'm glad like it's kind of slow, but it's also not like too slow that I'm getting irritated. Like, I want to see her fall so hard for this man. Like, that's gonna be so fun to read and like watch. Like, it's gonna be so fun to see that. And I can't imagine Navier swooning. Like, I don't know. That's gonna be so cute. I feel like. Imagine her swooning and blushing at like Heine. Oh, I'm already getting so excited.
It's so cute because like we don't see that side of her, so it's just gonna be like exhilarating when we do. Because
exactly, we're gonna see a whole different side of her. Hopefully soon.
And I love slow burn romances because I think that's like what makes it great. Because when you finally get to that, it's what makes it awesome.
It's like after all of this, it's just beautiful. It's just, we're finally here. It was worth it all. And I'm here for it. I love it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't love slow burning romance like all the time. Yeah. Especially if it's like too dragged on, I don't think I can take it. But the pacing of the Remarried Empress, in my opinion, is really good. Like, it's the plot is really good, first of all, and the pacing, I feel like, it's good. Like, I wouldn't like it as much if she just like fell in love with him right away. It's just so cute, like these little warm moments, these little like cutesy, fluffy moments that we see, and I think I'm a sucker for fluff. Yeah. So yeah, really. So I'm excited to see more like cute, like little fluffy moments in the near future.
Yes.
Rather than just full blown, bam, we got a baby.
Yeah. I'm excited because I want to see more Heinrich, because like we get a lot of him, but we get too much Soviet Shoe. We need more Heinrich. Yeah. That's what we need.
I'm ready. I am so ready for Soviet to be out once they are finally out of this little, quarantine, I guess, that they're
Yeah.
in. They can finally like leave, and I can see some Henry and Navier together. Like I'm ready for all of their scenes, but I still feel like we're gonna see Soviet issue because Soviet issue. Oh, and then the moment where I think it was his advisor when tells Sylvia she like maybe you should send them a wedding gift.
Yeah.
That moment was hilarious to me. Like I was like, yo, this man got some he kind of bold. You see him getting mad and you still mentioned that give her a wedding gift. Honestly, that would be so hilarious to see him like wishing them the best. Like here's a wedding gift. Like but he's so petty. I don't think he's gonna do it.
No, he ain't. I don't see him doing that unless like someone does it in his name.
Yeah, and I
'Cause-
don't think anyone's gonna do that. And honestly, even if someone did it in his name, I feel like Navier would definitely know. Yeah, it's not him.
Mhm.
He's he's so selfish. He would never do that. Like go out of his way to make other people feel happy, unless
Yeah.
it was for Rashta. Like when he uses Navier's name to send Rashta a gift, like he did that for Rashta, but like
Mhm.
wouldn't ever use his like he
Yeah.
wouldn't allow that for himself. Like I'm like, he's such a hypocrite. Like you wouldn't do that with yourself,
Mhm.
but you make her feel small by using her name to send your mistress a gift. Like that's so wrong.
Yeah. And he's too like look like the like steam is coming out of his ears when he hears like
Mhm.
me give her a wedding gift. It's like
Me, a wedding gift, a wedding gift. Did I hear that right? A wedding gift
Mhm.
to my wife with another man. And I love the fact that he still like refers to her as his wife. Like it's just so hilarious to see that. He's so pathetic. Like he's not your wife and you did this to yourself, my man. Like
I know. And
you guys are divorced.
wait, okay, I'm trying to remember. Will Navier and Heinrich have like an official wedding like later on? I don't know if that's what they hinted at. I don't remember.
I mean, I do know. Do you want
Yeah.
me to tell you? It's kind of
Okay.
a
I just
spoiler.
don't remember if they mentioned it like in like the past chapters. I feel like they mentioned that they're gonna have like a big wedding because they got to make it like official, I guess, for his kingdom in a
Did
way.
they mention it? I don't remember if they did, but I think I remember Heidi maybe talking about that to McKenna maybe
Mhm.
that he's gonna have a big wedding.
I
That might
think
have been
so. Yeah.
that might be what had happened because like it would make sense because it's his first
Yeah. It's his first.
marriage and
That's so
wedding.
cute though. He's just like, I gotta give
Yeah,
him a wedding planning.
like that's so cute. Like I actually don't remember if that was mentioned, but I think it probably wasn't you talked
Mhm.
about it. But I do know
Yeah.
if it's gonna happen or not, so I can tell you, but maybe
Yeah.
please find out. Don't
Like
be surprised.
I think they said it at some point. Like they hinted at it. And then with Soviet Shoe
Mhm.
having to send them like a wedding gift, I think it's gonna be a formality too for them. So
Oh yeah, if it happens, then yes. Let me read the
Mhm.
novel after this because now I need to know more than I do. Like I just need more. I need the webtoon. That's what I
I
need.
know the webtoon is what makes it
it,
great. It's like
it really does. Like I read the novel, but I just like it doesn't feel real until I read the webtoon for some reason.
I need the
Like
drama.
I do. Like I need the facial reactions. I need the like the I don't know. I just need them. I need to see them
Hmm.
physically reacting. Like it's just so much more amusing.
Yeah.
But like the chapters end so fast. I'm like, how did I already finish this? Let me cry a little because they're so good.
Yeah. Is that novel completed? I don't remember.
It's
I
not no.
it's not. It's still
The novel
ongoing.
itself is still ongoing, yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like the webtoon is gonna be ongoing for a while too. Because the novel itself isn't fully translated in English either.
Hmm.
They're complete. They're still working on it. I don't know if the Korean version is complete. I don't think
Hmm.
it is because if it was, I feel like there will be more English chapters too.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully we'll get to see more of that in the future because I know I am looking forward to a lot more Remarried Empress because the hiatus
Yeah.
is kicking in and I
Oh
am not
no, I am
ready
not
for
ready.
that.
I completely forgot, man. I am not ready for the hiatus. Like what am I gonna do with my free time
I don't know. I have to find more
without
webtoons.
Navier? Do I have to reread? Do I have to reread this and get frustrated all over again? No, I have to find a new webtoon, man.
I mean, we'll be able to fill our hearts with like webtoons like Let's Play. That one's coming out next month, I think.
Okay, that was coming out on the 5th, and I was so excited.
I
Holy
know.
moly, like, and
Oh.
it left off at such like an interesting moment, and I'm just like, dude, what is it gonna happen? Is it not gonna happen? What's gonna
Yes.
happen? Like, and now we are on another topic entirely, but
I
it's
know. I
okay.
mean,
I
at
love
this
it.
point, that's what the next uh segment was supposed to be. Since we're on short hiatus now, what are we excited for?
Okay, cool. I guess I'm definitely excited for that.
Yes,
Um,
and
I think recently this one webtoon that I was reading before, it was on hiatus and it's back. What is it called? Midnight Populand?
oh, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
Midnight Populand. I
Mhm.
love that one. It's
That one's
so good. And it's like interesting. I don't know. It's like different from other stuff that I've read, and I like the art style. It's so pretty, and the
I
colors.
love Poppy. I think she's great.
I love her exactly. Like I love. She's also like another really strong character. Like
Mhm.
she does have her moments, but she's still very like strong in her own way, and I love that. Like
Yeah.
she owns them. Like I love it. I love to
I
see it.
mean, would it be
Man, I
called
can't remember
Midnight
his name right
Poppyland?
now.
It's all about
There's
Poppy.
just so much. There's just so much that I want to read that I need more of. Have
Yes.
you I think I've asked you before, but have you read Love Me Not?
Yes, I have. I'm
Okay.
really into that one.
I love that one. Wait, I think I fast passed, so I can't even talk about it. The ending. No, I did fast pass. I'm on the last one. Dang it. But I'm at like the part. It's just so cute. I can't even tell.
I think the most recent episode was her and Hayden on a date, right? Oh
Okay,
gosh.
wait, yeah, and then you've read it. Yes. I love her and Hayden. I just hope that like I don't know, man. I hope it's not the other guy. I mean, I love him too. I do, but I feel like I can't remember his name right now. What was his name again?
Noah.
Noah, that's it. I'm so bad with names, man. Okay. But like Noah, I love him. He's sweet and all, but like I just didn't see the chemistry between him and
And
I forgot her name, bro.
no, I forgot her name. Avery.
Avery. I didn't see the chemistry between Noah and Avery like that much. I feel like they have the potential to be like good friends, but like, and I feel like there's just I hope it's more of like there's gonna be growth in like Noah's character to become more confident in himself, maybe, and maybe that's when if there's gonna be a future for them too, it'll be after a lot of character development maybe. But honestly, I am loving her and Hayden together. They're literally so cute, and I just want to say Hayden is just so beautifully drawn. The purple hair,
everything.
Holy crap, we were insane.
I think that art style is beautiful out of that entire webtoon. I think that's what hooked me at first. I was like, that's really pretty.
I think I originally, more than like reading some or anything, I just saw the art and I was like, whoa, this is really pretty. Let me look into this. And then I saw it, and the art style was just so pretty and like really well done. So yeah. And then the story on top of that it's really interesting, like the whole red string situation.
Yeah.
So I love that.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. So like, I mean, with the Remarried Empress, what am I saying? The Remarried Empress being on hiatus, you guys should go and check out Love Me Not. We might talk about Let's Play.
Definitely. That one's so cute. Like Love Me Not, Let's Play, and then there's Midnight Poppyland. The Kiss Bet.
The Kiss Bet, that one is really cute. I really
love that one. That one's so cute. I didn't know how I felt about it at first because it's like a high school situation. But at
Yeah.
the same time, it's so cute. And then the comedy scenes, it's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
Subway Boy, I love that.
Yes, it's so cute and very aesthetically pleasing. It's got a
Yes,
very nice,
definitely.
comforting art. I was like, all of these got
Yeah.
very pretty art styles, not gonna lie.
Honestly, yeah. I just love admiring these people's like art styles, I guess.
Hmm.
It's just so pretty.
I think that's like my first impression. Most of the time, I was like, oh, that art's so cute or pretty or something.
You're
And
right.
then
Yeah, that's
I have to like dedicate my time to reading it and then re-looking at it
exactly.
to like
Exactly,
digest that
yeah.
art.
Like when I read a chapter, I read it first. Like I'm looking at the picture. I feel like I can't read it like slow to admire everything. I
Yeah.
read it and then I go back to the top and then I'm like admiring everything and
Hmm.
reading it again like slower so I can like digest everything. And it's just like wow, it's so good. I'm talking so much with my hands, so like I just don't know how to express myself.
We're talking like a spaghetti.
Like
We keep
yeah, like
doing the pasta.
I keep doing this the hand movement. Man, if only you guys could see me. But anyways, but yeah, I think art style is what really draws me into Webtoon, and yeah,
Hmm.
there's a few new ones that
Yeah.
caught my eye.
All right,
They
let's
only have
hear
like
it.
a few chapters. So I have my Webtoon app open. So there's this what's it called? Take Me, I'm Yours. That one has like I think like 5 chapters or something. The
Hmm.
art is pretty and the story is interesting. Like, I think in the summary, it's this guy. He's like, okay, so like the basics is this guy. He's like a ghost, and he's like following the main girl around,
Hmm.
and I'm guessing they're gonna be a couple. But the catch is he's actually in a coma in a
Oh,
hospital,
okay.
and she sees him on TV and she's like, wait, what's going on? So
Yeah.
like that's like the basic like intro of the story, and I don't want to like say too much on it because I've read a few chapters. The
Yeah.
chapters are out, and it's pretty cute. Like so far, I think the story is going to be really interesting. It's like more like a fantasy type. I'm guessing the fantasy plus romance. So I'm
Hmm.
excited to see how that one goes. The art is really pretty.
Yeah.
The man, let me tell you, the man, he's so he's so pretty.
I gotta let
So
those
so
readers
pretty.
know.
Exactly. Let them know. Man, I'm such a simp for these webtoon characters. Why? That is something you guys did not need to know, but now you know. Notion is a simp for webtoon guys.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I have a Canvas one I think you should go check out among the listeners too. I think it's First One's Out. I don't know if you've
Mhm.
read that one. It's
I
really,
have
really
not.
pretty. It reminds me of
Let me
Lilo and
add
Stitch.
this. Lilo and Stars. I
Like
love
the
that
art
show.
style reminds me a lot of like the way they drew like what's Lilo's sister's name?
Oh,
Nani?
Nani? Yeah.
Nani, yeah, they kind of like illustrate her like that. And it's very diverse. So if you get a chance, check that one out because it's really cool. It is high school based, but I think it holds it
What was
together.
it called again?
First One's Out.
First One's Out?
Yes.
Haha, let me write that one down right now. Oh, wait, that's so pretty.
It is mesmerizing to look at. I'm like, this artist needs to become an original already because it's too good.
Wait, no, I love this. The art is so pretty. Let me save this real quick. Let me subscribe so I can read.
Yeah, it's high school based. They're in high school, but I mean, I think it owns it
Mm.
because it's mature. It is mature, not too bad, but I think I like
I
that
think,
it's really pretty and diverse. It's because there's a lot of characters
yeah,
of color in there. I think that's cool.
we love to see that.
Yes.
Being a person of color, I would love to see more of that too.
I love that
There's like,
about a lot of webtoons. A lot of them are
mm,
very diverse. I think that's great.
I think I just need to go out there and read some more because I love seeing that too. I don't know why I paused, but I love that, man. But yeah, Webtoons is a way of life, guys.
Mhm.
Read more and suggest more, please. I need more to read.
Yes, we'll just have to do more suggestions and everything. We gotta do more episodes together. We gotta think of some
Oh yeah,
ideas.
definitely. Honestly, these are actually fun. Like the first
Hmm.
time I joined you, I was very, very nervous, and now I'm just like, I could do this more
Do
often with you. Like I don't mind. Let's
it.
do this. it's a good way for us to catch up, have some fun,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and talk about things that we like. So it's chill. We should definitely do the one about Demon Slayer.
Oh my gosh.
That would be so cool.
Yes. Yes.
Please.
Yes. When
Invite me to the anime one too.
I'm gonna have to, like, when it comes out, I think it comes out on DVD. It's already come out digitally, right? Like on the
Soon, I
Amazon.
hope.
I don't know. I
I
gotta
saw
look.
I saw it in theaters. I saw it twice.
Yeah, because I don't know if I should wait till like everyone's gotten a chance to watch it, because some people probably haven't seen it in
True.
theaters. And I was like waiting on when to talk about it, because I
Uh-huh.
know it's good. It's really good.
Yeah,
And
it's been
I
out
need it.
for a while, but like I
Yes.
think in the US it hasn't been very
Mhm.
long.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I need an anime episode because I'm deprived.
Yeah, same. Mommy, I kind of want to rewatch the movie. The last scene was so good. I cry every time. But not me
It's
sighing
great.
again. I'm
Yes.
just like thinking about the vibes, the feels that I got from watching the movie, the music. It was so freaking beautiful.
Mhm.
I loved it. It's so good, guys.
It's good. If you haven't
Demon
yet,
Slayer.
you need to go watch
Watch
Demon
it,
Slayer.
please. Please,
Our
guys.
Italian
do this for
hands
us.
again.
Please, yeah. Both of us now. 2 hands
Yeah,
around.
we need to start like implementing like learning sign language while we're doing these
Yes.
episodes, because we'll just
Yes. It's like talking with our hands. Maybe one day if you like decide you're gonna start, you know, doing video
yes.
podcasts.
We'll add
They
sign
will
language.
see our crazy copy in hands and they'll be like, this is what they meant.
Yeah, it's just like, that's what you meant by flailing.
Yeah, literally like jumping around. Like, what was that? Why am I
Maybe like
dancing
Squidward
now?
when he's in that little
When he does a sort of move. No. I'm Squidward and I relate to him so much more now that I'm an adult.
Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started on that.
No, girl, why are we like this? We are going from topic to topic, webtoons, anime, Squidward.
No,
We
we're
are
talking about
covering
cartoons. That's what
everything.
we're doing.
Yes. Here's a way of life, guys.
It
We're
is.
people of culture. And since you guys are here, you are people of culture too.
Yes, we
Let's do this.
are people of culture, and we will
We are awesome.
continue blessing
Exactly.
you with our rambling.
We will try. I will try to stop rambling one of these days, but for now,
Honestly, I'm
I
guilty
don't
of
think
it
it's
too,
going
don't
anywhere
worry.
soon. Man, it's such a bad habit. And then my hands. I need to
Yes. Well, I think
stop.
we finally got to the end of the podcast, because we
Yes.
mentioned our recommendations. So if you have nothing else to read after reading The Remarried Empress, go check out some of the recommendations that Notion gave, as well as I did. I will have them in the description.
Definitely.
Make sure to leave me links so I can get a hold of them.
Oh, yeah.
Check out those, and maybe we'll talk about them in the future and have some fun episodes again together. So
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining me again, Notion.
Yeah, this was definitely a blast. I love doing this now because of you. So yeah, thank you for having me, and hopefully I'll be back again.
And
soon.
I think our listeners love you. So I am so happy that
Woo!
they like my
I'm
friend. If
glad.
they didn't, I don't know what I would say to them.
They're just have to get used to me, to be honest, because you know it's been years, and now that I'm back, I can't just leave.
Yes.
What you mean? But yeah, this has been fun.
Mhm.
Thank you for having me. And if you guys have any recommendations, please send them my way too. I need more
Yes.
to read.
Do you want me to plug in your Instagram, or what do you want to do?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, just tag me. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'll put down Notion's Instagram if you want to get a hold of her and talk webtoons, talk anime, or
Woo!
K-pop. I mean, that's in Notion's forte.
Yeah, definitely.
Everything. I
Have
mean, if you
very
got something to
time-consuming
say.
hobbies. Bye, everyone.
Bye. So I wanted to mention something after recording this episode, but I noticed that when we did FastPass, we technically had a short hiatus due to FastPass, but now that it is keeping up the pace with regular release dates for the chapters, we are not on a hiatus, which is thankfully so great, because we're gonna miss Navier Oni on the webtoon. So there is no hiatus at the moment, but I definitely recommend it. You go and check out all the webtoons that we had mentioned at the end of the podcast episode. Definitely let me know your thoughts and opinions of what we discussed today in this episode by messaging me through either of my social media handles. Both my Twitter and Instagram handles are at the Toon Balloon. I would love to hear from you. Also, definitely tell me any other webtoons, anime, or manga that you are interested in, and I may talk about them in future episodes. The Toon Balloon podcast can be listened to on SoundCloud, Spotify, Google Podcasts, YouTube, and more. Now, let's end this episode of the podcast. Thank you so much for joining me today and taking the time to listen to my humble podcast. I look forward to talking with you again. This is the Toon Balloon podcast. I was your host, Gooby. See you next time.